Have you ever stopped to wonder if something as simple as wearing sunglasses could actually affect your spiritual life? Many Christians struggle with this question, unsure if the Bible accepts or condemns sunglasses. You might feel guilty, confused, or even a little anxious every time you put them on, wondering if it's truly harmless. The good news is there is a clear principle in Scripture that can guide you. By understanding it, you'll finally know how to approach sunglasses or any daily choice with confidence, ensuring that your actions honor God and reflect your faith. Sunglasses are one of the most familiar accessories in the world. We see them everywhere, on the beach, in cars, on busy city streets, and even in schools. Children wear them for fun, adults for protection, and celebrities for style. They're used to block the bright sunlight, to complete an outfit, or sometimes just to feel more confident. Because they are so common, we hardly stop to think about them at all. To most people, they are nothing more than a simple object with no deeper meaning. But here's the surprising part. Even something as ordinary as sunglasses can raise spiritual questions. The Bible often reminds us that every choice matters, even the ones that seem too small to notice. If that's true, then sunglasses may not be as meaningless as they appear. Could they reveal something about the way we present ourselves? Could they even reflect something about our hearts? This is why sunglasses might be more than fashion or protection. They could carry a lesson worth paying attention to. At first, sunglasses seem completely harmless. After all, what danger could there be in wearing a pair of dark lenses on a sunny day? People use them for protection, comfort, and style, and most of the time, no one questions it. But for Christians who take Scripture seriously, even small, everyday choices deserve a closer look. The question isn't only about the object itself, but about what it represents and how it affects our hearts. Sunglasses can feel like nothing more than a tool or an accessory, but the Bible often teaches us that even simple actions matter. What may look harmless on the outside can sometimes reveal deeper issues on the inside. Could it be that something as ordinary as sunglasses touches on spiritual principles we often overlook? This is why it's important to pause and ask, are they truly neutral, or is there something about them that should make us stop and think? For many people, the idea that God could care about sunglasses sounds almost silly. Why would the Creator of the universe be concerned with something as small as an accessory? Yet, when we read the Bible, we see that God often speaks about the little things in life. Not just the big ones. He cares about our thoughts, our words, and even the way we present ourselves to the world. Nothing is too small to matter when it comes to the heart. Sunglasses may seem unimportant, but they change how others see us and even how we see ourselves. They can give a sense of mystery, power, or confidence, and sometimes they are used to hide what's inside. Could that be a reason why God might care? The Bible teaches that the heart is more important than outward appearances, but also reminds us that outward choices often reveal what's inside. So the real question becomes, could wearing sunglasses be more meaningful than we think? The Bible doesn't specifically mention sunglasses, but is full of guidance about everyday choices. From small decisions about how we speak to the way we spend our time, Scripture reminds us that even ordinary actions can carry meaning. Christians are encouraged to live intentionally, thinking carefully about the choices they make and the effect those choices have on their hearts and lives. Even something as simple as what we wear can communicate who we are and what we value. Sunglasses might seem like just a tool to protect the eyes, but they also say something about how we present ourselves and how we interact with the world. The Bible challenges believers to consider not just what is outwardly visible, but what is reflected inwardly. This makes us ask a deeper question. Are our everyday decisions, including something as small as wearing sunglasses, align with our faith and values? Sunglasses are often worn for practical reasons, to shield our eyes from bright sunlight and glare. But they can also do something less obvious. They hide our eyes from others. Our eyes are often called the window to the soul, and covering them can change the way people see us. It can give a sense of mystery, confidence, or even distance. For a Christian, this raises an important consideration. What message are we sending through our appearance? Even unintentionally? The Bible emphasizes that our outward actions reflect our inner heart. Even small, everyday choices can reveal attitudes, priorities, and values. Sunglasses might seem harmless, but they carry subtle influence over how we are perceived and how we perceive ourselves. They can shield not only our eyes, but also our intentions and emotions. This is why it's worth asking, are sunglasses just protection, or could they communicate something deeper about who we are and what we value? Sunglasses do more than protect the eyes. They change perception. When we wear them, others see us differently, and we may see the world in a slightly altered way too. A simple accessory can make someone appear confident, stylish, or mysterious. It can even create distance between people, hiding emotions or intentions. This raises a question for Christians. How do our choices affect the way others perceive us? And what does that say about our hearts? The Bible repeatedly teaches that what we do outwardly reflects what is inside. Our actions, even small ones, communicate values, attitudes, and priorities. Sunglasses might seem ordinary, but they influence both our interactions and our self-image. They can subtly shape behavior, confidence, and how we present ourselves to the world. This makes it important to consider. Are we aware of the impact of these small choices, or do we wear them without thinking about the deeper message they send? When we think about sunglasses, it's easy to focus on style or comfort, but for Christians, there is a deeper question. Could something as ordinary as wearing sunglasses reflect the state of our hearts? The Bible teaches that God cares not just about big decisions, but also about small, daily choices that show who we truly are. Sunglasses can hide more than sunlight. They can hide emotions, intentions, and even parts of our personality. This raises a spiritual consideration. Are we presenting ourselves honestly, or are we unconsciously covering parts of our hearts? Are our choices helping us grow closer to God, or are they shaping habits that may distance us from Him? Even seemingly small actions can carry meaning. That's why believers are encouraged to pause and reflect. Could wearing sunglasses be more than a simple habit and actually teach us something about our spiritual life? The Bible often reminds us not to overlook small things. Even choices that seem minor can reveal a lot about our hearts and priorities. Sunglasses might appear harmless, but they can carry subtle messages about how we see ourselves and how we want others to see us. For a Christian, paying attention to these small details can be important in living a life that honors God. Every decision we make, even the tiny, everyday ones, can influence our character and habits. The way we dress, the accessories we choose, and even the small routines we follow all reflect what is inside us. Sunglasses are just one example of something ordinary that can have hidden significance if we aren't mindful. This teaches an important lesson. Nothing in our daily life is too small to examine. Even a simple accessory like sunglasses can prompt reflection about our choices, our priorities, and our spiritual focus. Sunglasses may seem ordinary, but for believers, they can present a challenge. How do we make choices that truly reflect our faith? The Bible teaches our actions, even small ones, matter. What we wear, how we present ourselves, and the habits we form all reveal something about our hearts and priorities. For Christians, this is a call to mindfulness. Even simple things like sunglasses can influence how we interact with others, how we perceive ourselves, and how our faith is reflected in everyday life. Are we choosing them thoughtfully or simply out of habit? Are our choices helping us honor God, or are they shaping habits that distract us from spiritual growth? This challenge encourages reflection. What seems like a small decision could carry a bigger message. Understanding this can help believers live intentionally, making choices that align with faith in every part of life. After all the questions and reflections about sunglasses, it's time to reveal the verse every Christian should see before making this choice. This verse doesn't mention sunglasses specifically, but it gives a principle that applies to every action, big or small, in our daily life. Here it is. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31. This verse reminds us that even ordinary decisions, like wearing sunglasses, carry significance. It encourages believers to examine motives, habits, and choices, ensuring that every action reflects a heart aligned with God. Sunglasses can be practical, stylish, or fun, but this verse asks a deeper question. Are we using it in a way that honors God and reflects our faith? By keeping this verse in mind, Christians are guided to consider every small choice carefully, turning even everyday actions into opportunities to glorify God. Did you enjoy the video? Do you want to see more? Then make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep up with the latest news.